This is the first in the series of Pulp City The Supreme Edition gameplay videos. Today we'll focus on how Pulp City cards work. First, there's the front of the card, or as we call it, the recruitment side, which also serves as a blister's cover. Here you will find all information needed to recruit the model into your team before you buy it. A team can be as few as 2 models to as many as 10 or 12 if you want to play a really big game. At the top of the card you will find the model's unique name, its level ranging from 1 to 3, and its allegiance, hero or villain, or in some cases both. You will also find the model's origin. In this example, Wildman is a nature hero of level 2. Also, at the top of the card is one of the new key features of the Supreme Edition, the model's role. Pulp City now accommodates all of the archetypal blockbuster roles, from sneaky infiltrators to in-your-face powerhouses. Wildman is a brawler, which means you can expect him to perform really well in base-to-base combat. Moving to the left, you see 2 crucial new features, which can be called the model's pluses, AP Plus and Minion Plus. Action Points Plus, or AP Plus, is the amount of action points the model generates for its team each round, as long as it's on battlefield. Minion Plus is a number of minions that can be recruited due to this model's inclusion in the team. Wildman has a standard amount of 2 AP generated for his brawler role and his level, and no Minion Plus, as he is a lone warrior who doesn't rely on the others. Below is the base size the model comes with. It's more important than ever, since in Supreme Edition size matters. In the right bottom corner is the last piece of information on this side, the model's faction or factions. Wildman is an indie hero and can work very well with other street level heroes. Turning the card to its back, we move on to the in-game information, or the so-called action side. One of the key improvements of the Supreme Edition is that you will no longer have to flip the card during a game. All the necessary information is on one side. Some of the vital information from the card's front is repeated for your convenience. The midsection gives you information on the model's type. Living, dead, or mechanical are just some of the types that will be affected by game interactions. Just below this, the white diamonds are model's HPs, how much damage it may suffer before being knocked out. To the left is the action points management info. Here you find the AP Plus value reprinted, as well as its AP limit. The AP limit is the cap for how many points may be spent by a model each round. To the right is the trade bar. You may find it familiar from the first edition. Trades remain unchanged in the Supreme Edition, and just like in the previous, the trades that are in red are called trump trades. In this edition, trump trades allow you to generate special effects more easily. The new addition to the Supreme Edition is movement types. The number describes the speed of the model in inches for each fatigue it uses, while the icon denotes the type of the movement. From basic sprint movement to more advanced flight. The new movements add a whole new flavor to the game and are very easy to track. Wildman, for instance, has bounding, meaning not only is he able to cover great gaps in one leap, but also generates more dice when charging into combat. The most important part of this side of the card is the gray area that hosts the model's actions and powers. We will describe actions in more depth in the next video. Powers, though, are what makes each model really stand out. The first power is always the summary of the model's battlefield role. As we see, Wildman, as a brawler, generates more dice when using his attacks in base-to-base combat. You will want to maximize the number of dice you can roll whenever you can. The remaining powers, and each model gets one extra power for each of its levels, are completely unique. For example, Unleashed gives some advantages against overwhelming amounts of enemies. Make sure to watch the next video where we will focus on how actions work.